Sleeves here with the Senior Pickleball Report, powered by TNC Network. Let's get it going. Hey, if you like our channel, consider subscribing, hitting that notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Check out our socials, and also check out our merch page. We got some new items in there, and if you want a new paddle, Just Paddles. Go to the link in the description, helps us out as well. Okay, let's get to the content. Today's video, I think, is pretty important to the pickleball community as a whole. I'm going to highlight a channel that I have come across, and I talked to the individual who runs the channel. It's called PB&J, and it's a pickleball channel that is dedicated to testing paddles, because we don't really get to see any of the testing. We just see that little stamp of approval by USA Pickleball. But like, what are some of the processes that they go through, and how does it work? This guy is not an official. He's not hired by anybody. He's not receiving any sort of gear from any of the companies that he's testing. So he's really independent, and he's doing some of the tests that, when you buy a paddle, you'd like to know that it's going to stand up and not be pulled from some tournament that you're in the middle of. If we kind of harken back to Paddlegate at the US Open this year, the debacle with the carbon paddles. So I would never buy a paddle again unless I watched a video by this guy, because he goes through many paddles and all the high-end ones, all the new ones, and he looks at them in a way that is, just about the data, not opinions. So check out the interview here. It's brief, and you get an idea of what his channel looks like. And I would consider subscribing to his channel. And really, if you're looking for a paddle, I would see if he has gone and tested one of your paddles that you're considering. So check it out, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so what was the inspiration about getting on YouTube and starting a pickleball channel?
Most of it really stemmed around the controversy that was going on with Paddlegate. So with the carbon and the EULA controversy, right. I was looking around and I saw nothing online really that was of any value. Everybody's just, in an uproar about it, but nobody was showing any proof one way or another of how these paddles just didn't meet spec. Why not just go out there, pick up one of these devices that's said by the equipment standards of USA Pickleball to be the guideline, and let's do this ourselves. Shouldn't be that difficult. And I'm like, okay, it doesn't look like it's rocket science.
No, I didn't see any guys in lab coats either.
No.
So were you surprised by what the results showed you?
I was surprised by the amount of paddles that have been over. Like, who's doing the testing?
Right.
Some of these are well over like a 5% plus or minus of what the legal limit is.
So, well, you use two methods. Can you talk about the two methods you use to test for the I guess, the grit or the roughness of the paddle?
Yeah, what I kind of termed the clock and compass method. Mm-hmm. The compass method is apparently what the manufacturers have been told to use.
So what method? What's the other method you use then?
Is the clock method.
So are you seeing significant differences between the two methods of testing?
I wouldn't say significant, but it's enough that it would warrant some passing, some not, for sure.
Okay. Yeah. And that's what the name of the game is. Does it pass or not? You've also delved into other types of testing as your video channel has grown. Can you talk briefly about those?
Well, I just wanted to include some more value points, because that's the whole point of the channel, is just bring as much data, leave all the opinions out.
The first time I saw your channel, I was like, this is something that is, I think, desperately needed, because on some level it was sort of this, magical mystery tour of, oh, well, this paddle passed, this didn't, some guy tested it. So it's nice to see somebody went out there, got the equipment that people are supposedly using to test these paddles, and doing it themselves and showing us all, like, this is what they look like. And these are the numbers I'm getting. It's not necessarily, maybe I don't know what numbers they're getting. Keep it up. I love watching it. I look forward to the videos, and I hope more people take a look at it before purchasing a paddle, because it sucks if you go out there and buy a paddle and then boom, all of a sudden that paddle's banned.
Right.
And for no apparent reason that you know of, right? You don't have any knowledge of it. So at least there's somebody in our community that has a voice and that is sharing that information for free, by the way, and for us to consume and make our own decisions. So thanks for doing that. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out his channel, plenty of videos to look at. He has videos up all the time, and I thank him for his time. And hey, let's pickle.